Hello and good evening to everyone. This is Mark Seaforth, CEO and founder of One Marketplace. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is going to be a great call, but I promise you, next week is going to be the best and the greatest call we've ever had since the inception of both One Marketplace and Seaforth. This is going to be a special call next week. We're going to start sharing things with you now that we're in stage 4 of our beta launch. It's getting ready to happen between now and our launch date, which is May 1st. And that date's getting closer and closer. Think about that. We're going to officially, finally launch One Marketplace. And what you're going to see, even a little bit tonight, but even more so next week, is all the things that are coming and what you can expect to have happen on that unbelievable, launch event we're getting ready to do. And remember, it's going to be virtual. It's going to be spectacular. So with no further ado, let's jump in to what we're going to share on tonight's call. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to One Marketplace. We are the future of shopping. Tonight's call, we're going to cover some pretty exciting things. A brand new supplement line, and this is not just any type of supplement. This is something spectacular, but you're going to see all the information and details on, again, this amazing call we're going to do next week. So I'll say it again, whatever you do, be here next Wednesday. Make sure you invite anybody that you've ever had in your business, whether it's in Seaforth, One Marketplace, just people that are shoppers or potential people that are thinking about joining what we're doing here, One Marketplace, because that call is going to start to set the stage for what's getting ready to happen on May 1st. And obviously, I'm going to talk about that a little bit tonight, is our May 1st event update. And then tonight, you're also going to see for the first time the Click to Build app demo. This is something we've been working on for some time. So it's going to be demoed tonight, and I'll go into that in just a minute. And of course, my closing thoughts. So let's begin. To start with, in this world we live in today, most people take supplementations and they take them all the time, right? We all do. But for you and for the average family, it's about $56 a month that we spend. Well, what if you could now spend that money on the highest quality, supplement line you've ever seen at the lowest price you've ever seen anywhere in the United States? And this product too is just beautifully packaged. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you're going to have. You're going to have this product line, which is so cool because think about that. This is something that people spend their money on every day. And you don't have to sell them. Just say, go check out One Marketplace. And I don't care what you're spending right now. I don't care if you're going to Costco or you're going to Amazon or if you're going to Walmart or you're going to CVS or wherever you buy your supplements. You're going to see the same products here at the lowest price, bar none, in the United States. So again, we're going to go into detail on that next week, but this is going to be so cool because what a great way to have people come into One Marketplace to start to understand what this is all about. And remember, the one thing that we're doing that the world is not doing, this is a revenue sharing shopping portal. And that is important to your life, your future, your retirement, and it's going to be the same for everybody else. So this is exciting. This is happening next week. Now, let's talk about the virtual event. And let me back up. When I say this is happening next week, the actual supplement line will not launch until this event on May 1st. That's what all the things I'm talking about tonight and all the things we'll be talking about, next week is going to happen, is at our virtual event on May 1st. And promise you, next week, when you come here to watch this call, you're going to see how this virtual event's going to work. And it's the coolest thing you've ever seen. You're going to be able to come in, go to meeting rooms, go in and talk to product partners and see what they have to offer. You're going to have the main stage with the big show that's going on all the time. And we are going to be giving away thousands and thousands of dollars and cash prizes nonstop throughout the event. We'll tell you how much as we get a little closer because it depends on how many product partners we can get to share with us and the cost of doing that because it's money we're giving away. It's real money. And so we're going to get a lot of our product partners to participate. We'll know how much, but it looks like it's going to be unbelievable. So you're going to be able to bring people to this event. And not only going to see something that should just literally knock their socks off, but they're also probably going to walk away with a lot of products, prizes, and cash. So not a bad way to spend a few hours of a day, particularly if you're looking at something that could literally change your life, not for tomorrow, but for a lifetime. And I think that's what we're going to have here at One Marketplace. So again, if you want to see how this virtual event's going to work, make sure you're on this call next week because it's going to be spectacular. I promise you. Now, tonight, even you're going to see more next week, you're going to get to see for the first time the Click to Build app. And this is so good. Again, how many of us wouldn't like to have an app that basically all you got to be able to do is click? And if you can click, it's going to do all the building for you. Think about this. What this is going to do, and it integrates right now with your own emails. So what you'll be able to do is by the push of a button, basically a click of a button, you're going to be able to put together a 90-day campaign for whatever you want to do. It could be for the business opportunity presentation. It could be for one of our products, and it does everything for you. It puts out the information. It creates all your emails. It sends all the videos, all the links, everything. And so this is going to be amazing because think how easy you can sit at home and literally take this Click to Build app and build your business. And that's what we've always talked about to make this so easy for people. Now, you take that along with imagine if you were just marketing the new supplement line we're talking about. How cool would that be? You basically have a supplement line that's going to be the lowest price supplement line in the United States, bar none. Nobody can get a better price. And you say, hey, come join me at One Marketplace. This is just one of the great benefits here. Pretty easy, right? So this is exciting. So with that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow Dr. Scott Reese is going to come on along with David Pike, and they're going to give you a little demo. And when they come back, I'm going to wrap it up with my closing thoughts and something kind of special too. We've got Kenneth Reed here, and I'll talk about that in my closing thoughts. So with that, Dr. Reese, I'm turning it over to you and Dave, and I'll be back in a little bit.
Hi, everybody. Dave and Scott here. We're going to share with you this amazing app. This Click to Build app is something really, really special. It'll do all of the work for you from the standpoint of following up for a full 90 days. Your job? Entering an email and clicking send. Now, there's a little bit of a setup process and all of that goes with this. And it's important that you hear this. Dave did a great job. He actually got a test link. He looked this thing over. Dave, you enjoy yourself with all that?
Yeah, actually, you know what I found was it's very easy to set up and very easy to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a 6-minute demo, an instructional demo of how it actually works, and you'll find it's such an easy process. And what I like most about it is that you've always wondered where you've had this before. Why didn't I have this earlier? This is so great. This is so easy. It creates a touch point between you and your friends and family and people that you've met. And using AI, it integrates the notes that you give it, the products that you give it, and creates a wonderful short little email with links available for you to send out to all your friends and whoever.
From your email, written the way you want it to be written, and you can edit every one of those if you'd like, or just click it and walk away. 90 days of follow-up, powerful way to do things. Did you know that near 98% of people never follow up or talk to a prospect after they've tried to introduce them once to a product or an opportunity? Well, enough talk. We'll come back and say a few words after, but you need to see this. Dave did a great job.
Welcome to Click to Build. While using this app on an Apple computer, you should use Chrome or Safari. If you are on a Windows device, use Chrome, Outlook, or Edge. Let's begin. Click to Build helps you follow up with prospects without guessing what to say or when to say it. We build a 90-day sequence of emails with subjects, messages, and send dates, then send them for you from your own inbox. Once you set it up, we can handle the follow-ups automatically. Let's continue. Connect your inbox. The inbox is where you connect the email account you want Click to Build to use for sending. Nothing is connected from this modal window. When you are ready, go to the main inbox screen and complete the connection there. You stay in control. Only the leads you add from the main app are used. Add leads and prospects. Use the main leads page for everything. Add the person's details, choose the products for that lead, generate the timeline, and review or edit emails before they go out. Let's continue. Okay, here are your sender details. Enter your name and click Save Name. Now it's time to connect our inbox. Now we're going to connect the email account. Open the Connect window, and you should see a window similar to this one. We are using a program called Nihilus to help us connect our email. We have a variety of providers you can choose from. Choose from Google, Apple, Microsoft, AOL Mail, Yahoo, and IMAP if you would like to do it manually. I'll choose Google. I will choose a Google account. Next, I will hit Continue to continue the process. In order to connect Nihilus, we need to click a few checkboxes. This allows Nihilus to connect to our account. Click this one and click the second one. Then click Continue. Give it a moment while it connects. Now we're all set. Close the window and you're ready to go. Next, we're going to add a lead. Click on the Add Leads button. Type in the name of the person and the email. Next, we're going to connect the start date. Just click on the calendar, click on the day and year you would like to have it start. I'll set mine for the 26th. Next, we have a section called Preferred Tone. This allows the AI to write the email in the type of style you wish. We can have friendly and professional, casual, warm and supportive, or direct. For this example, I'm going to type in warm and supportive. And now just write a personal note. This way the AI will take this into consideration when writing your emails. Now we'll scroll down and take a look at the products. We have a wide variety of products from One Marketplace. In the email I'm writing today, I'm talking about skincare. Therefore, I'm going to suggest the 2-Minute Miracle Gel and the 2-Minute Moisturizer. Now, when the email is written, it's only going to take into account one of these products for each of the emails that go through the 90 days. Let's scroll down. Oh, and also you see the Add Favorites button. You can click on a favorite and it just moves it to the top. We have a wide variety of products to choose from, as you can see. Now all we do is add the prospect. Just give it a moment while it generates the plan. Now you'll see in the timeline the plan is ready. We can scroll across and see all the emails that are going to be sent out and the days in which they will be sent out. Now at this point, you can click on an email, any one of them, just click on the button, and it shows us the information that we are sending to our member. It adds a nice subject line, adds some body copy, also adds links that will appear as real links, clickable links to the email. Very simple. If you want to change the email, you can simply go in here, click inside here, and change the information you want. It's as easy as that. Now, at this point, I can choose Save. And what it will do, it will put it in the queue and send it on the day that we started our campaign. Or I can send it today. Let's send it today, and let's see what the email looks like after it's sent. And then just close the window. Now let's take a look at the email. You'll notice that the email is written exactly the way it was in the program, and also that the blue links are now highlighted. Therefore, you can click on them and they will go right to the page where the product resides. You'll notice there's an extension on the code, and that references you as the person who sent the email to them. Therefore, when they go to the link, and they go to your back office, and they click on the products that you recommended, you'll get the credit for the purchase. Now all you have to do now is add another lead. Once you have several leads, you can always check on those leads by clicking their name in the search bar. And there you have it. Now, wasn't that easy? Wasn't that simple? And it does the follow-ups for you. They say the fortune is in the follow-up, and this app does it for you every single time.
That's really true, you know, Dave. One of the things that we want to make sure that people do is be engaged, be activated. And for you, it's not about picking up the phone right now or trying to explain the comp plan or learning. New people coming in have the hardest time. They're the most excited when they first come in, and they have the hardest time explaining stuff. What this does is it takes all that off the table. It explains it for you. You saw. You can even pick the products that you're most interested in, and it'll go into great detail about those. It'll help them understand the opportunity. It'll help them understand products. It'll do this work. If you just actively put someone in every day, or two someones, or three someones, and you can't spam it. You can't load a pile of stuff in it. It's meant to be very personal from you. So all I can say from here is make sure Friday you check it out. Get it, try it, and see if it doesn't change your entire business life.
All right. Thank you so much.
So, what'd you guys think? Pretty cool, huh? I mean, this is so amazing because even myself, I'm thinking when I want to try to get somebody excited about doing something, it's hard to figure out how to write my own campaigns, put together my own content, and then I don't know how to follow it up. I don't know how to stay on top of it, and things just fall through the crack and nothing really happens. This is going to do all that for you. It's just going to constantly take a person all the way through until they finally make a decision. You know what? No, I'm not interested. You know what? This is amazing. Yes, I want to be involved in One Marketplace. So again, you'll see more about that, obviously, in the coming weeks. It's actually going to be available. This is available. And remember, this is right now kind of an introductory thing because it's non-commissionable. We're going to keep the cost down. It's $13.95. It's going to be available starting probably either Friday or Monday. So those that want to start testing it, you can. Now, the price is going to change at their launch date because guess what? At that point in time, it's going to become commissionable. Plus, on top of that, we're probably going to have this thing then where it'll actually work with your phone contacts and it'll work through social media. So that's coming with this Click to Build app, but that'll happen during our May launch event. So with that, my closing thoughts. After I finish, I've just got a minute here. We're actually going to continue on the presentation for those that want to see it. Kenneth Reed is one of our new presenters. Obviously, he's not new to the business. He's been in it since the very conception, but he's one of our great presenters. So tonight, if you want to stay on after I finish, you can actually see Kenneth Reed's presentation because he might be one of the people that you want to start sending people to because as this thing starts to work, the app starts to work for you, all you're really going to do is have people get this information and then probably go to one live call, which that'll be built into your campaigns through your Click to Build app. And you'll probably have them come to one live call like somebody like Kenneth Reed will share, and they'll make a decision. Now, a lot of people make the decision before they even get there because it's just too easy and it's too good. But still, we're going to have this thing set. So it takes a person all the way through the entire journey until he just said, you know what a great place to be, One Marketplace. So in my closing thoughts, before I turn this over to Kenneth, I just hope everybody knows what you have right now. And we've been building and building towards this for a long, long time. And we're finally at that point where we can say One Marketplace is officially launched on May 1st. It's kind of cool. 1M, M1, right? It's happening May 1st. And even what you see on May 1st, which is going to be just mind-boggling, all the things you're going to see happening on May 1st when we go live with everything, that's just still the beginning of how this is going to grow and grow and grow. But you, ladies and gentlemen, again, I keep telling you, you're at the foundation of this. And because of the way this works, you have to get that one thing that I think is so important to remember that, look, the moment that you joined, or the moment that anybody joins, from that point forward, everybody else that joins afterwards creates income for you. So think about it. You joined today. Let's say you're new. You joined today. Today. The moment you do, when the rest of the world joins, no matter when it happens, because they've joined after you, they're creating income for you. Where have you ever seen that before? And you have that here at One Marketplace because of all the things we do with the loyalty bonus, the community pods, our performance pools and bonuses. I mean, it's all built around, hey, I'm here now. And by the way, well, some of the things you're going to see happening again, and again, we'll talk about this next week. Some of the things you're going to be seeing happening on this, our actual launch event, people are going to look at this and go, wait a minute, if I join this company because of all the things they're doing, I'll never leave. But why would that be important? Because if you would never leave, why would anyone else? You see, if we can get every person that ever comes into One Marketplace to stay for a lifetime, what do you think that's going to do to your income? And I believe we're going to be able to make that happen. So with that, I'm going to say good night, and we're going to turn this over to Mr. Kenneth Reed and his presentation of One Marketplace. Thank you all. See everybody next week on the biggest call since the inception of this company. Good night, everybody.